Good
But
morning.
why is you looking at me?
Listen, I was caught off guard. Good morning, SKN. I'm Andre Cunningham.
And I'm Cortenzia Carty. Welcome to One and All. You know up yet?
Listen, I could have taken another hour and a half in bed this morning. I had so much fun over the weekend.
Oh, we did too.
Yes.
Oh, we missed you yesterday.
I missed the Mango Festival.
Yeah,
but
everybody was asking for you.
they're supposed to.
Listen, after Friday's show, celebrity status, you know?
I know.
Extra, you know?
Yes, listen. Who would have thought that video would have gone viral?
And they did, folks, confession, they didn't want me to bring those two souls on the set, you know? And because I like to laugh, I went for the souls.
And look at what happened.
Indeed. So you're a chef.
Yes.
Let's talk about yesterday. You weren't able to make it. We had
weren't.
fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We
I
were
saw
very
that.
early. Guys, being early is the key.
I'm jealous. I saw the clips. I
I
saw the
know.
pics. I was totally missed out.
Oh, we missed you too. But if you had to cook something for that festival yesterday, what would you cook?
For the mango, I would definitely do a mango canapé.
What's a mango canapé?
It's like a toasted bread, but on top of the toasted bread would be seasoned mangoes, but it would dice it up with all my aromatics.
Oh, so you can't give us the aromatic?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Small diced and place on top the bread and let them toast a bit.
Oh, Jesus. That's sounding good.
Mango canapés. I mean, that would be my little thing for the Mango Festival.
All right. You're right.
I would have win. I would have walked away with something.
You would have won. And guys, do you realize Andre is in full indigo this morning?
Ooh la la. Still reeling from the music festival.
He can't get over it. For those of you joining us on YouTube and Facebook, for those of you who are watching us via our local channel 40, that's TVC, on the cable, channel 40, and for those of you tuning in on TVC Tel TV in St. Martin, a pleasant good morning and welcome. For those of you wherever you're watching us, thank you. Let us know in the comments as we begin Good Morning SKN this lovely Monday morning with local news. This comes from SKNIS. The Embassy of St. Christopher and Nevis in the Republic of China, Taiwan, launched its Sharing Kindness and Nurturing Love SKN Love Outreach Program in early June. During his remarks at the launching ceremony, His Excellency Ambassador Donya L. Francis explained that this year the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis will reach two significant milestones: 40 years of independence on September the 19th and 40 years of diplomatic partnership with the Republic of China, Taiwan a few weeks later. Ambassador Francis said, and quote, "Therefore, to highlight our achievement over the years and to further strengthen our friendship and show our solidarity with Taiwan, the Embassy of St. Christopher and Nevis and the Republic of China, Taiwan is excited to launch its project Sharing Kindness and Nurturing Love, SKN." End quote. The aim of SKN Love, he outlined, is to create and promote a greater familial bond between the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and the people of Taiwan through the hosting and participation in different activities. So this is nice. I like the love.
Absolutely. I always admire the relationship between St. Kitts and Taiwan. They have a friendly relationship.
Yeah, and the 40-40. Yeah, the vision is bright.
I know it's going to be a bang.
Indeed.
And still on the local scene, this one also comes from SKNIS. The school curriculum in St. Kitts and Nevis will undergo several changes in September 2023 as the government continues to expand learning opportunities to meet the demands of a modern Twin Island state and innovative global industries. The first new initiative is the introduction of Spanish as a subject at the preschool level. Currently, the language is introduced in the second year in public high schools, according to an official at the Curriculum Development Unit. Another change will see the introduction of skills training at the primary school level, a move designed to produce well-rounded graduates and meet the growing demand for skilled workers, some of whom may become self-employed. The expansion of social clubs in schools is also planned to complement the Explorers Clubs, Boys Brigade, and others. Happy to see this.
Do you see why I need to go back to school?
We all need to.
But we didn't get no Spanish at preschool, and we didn't get taught no skills. Look at
When
this.
did you start it?
Huh?
When did you start Spanish?
High school.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
Grade 7. Yes.
Look at that. But I'm happy for these children, though. As I said, kids, take the opportunity. You are having the best of the best.
Indeed.
Wow.
I wish I could go back.
Yeah, proud of the ministry. Kudos to you guys. As we continue now, this story comes from Win Media SKN. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, said the government would be collecting data aimed at finding the root cause for the increase in prices. Despite having the lowest inflation rate in the Eastern Caribbean and the decision by the St. Kitts and Nevis government to subsidize electricity and lower taxes, there continues to be major outcries from the populace about the cost of living. Many have complained that they were forced to spend a great proportion of their income on grocery shopping and utility bills. During the Thursday, June 29th edition of Issues, the Honorable Dr. Drew said that there needs to be some explanation for why prices continue to increase. He said, and quote, even though St. Kitts and Nevis have seen the lowest inflation rate in all of the OECS countries, there are still concerns when it comes to the increase in the price of goods. I'm instructing my cabinet secretary to bring the necessary players together so that it can explain to us why the prices are going up at this particular time. We need to know what more we need to do. We are subsidizing heavily, but what more do we need to subsidize? End quote. Yeah, I swear most of my money goes that way.
Yes, I mean, like when I go to the supermarket, I swear something that's cost $5.50 this week will cost $6.95 next fortnight.
Oh, it's $7.50.
It keeps fluctuate, and I mean, I don't understand. Like if the government is taking off taxes from
certain imports,
right? Yeah. I don't see why we are not seeing it as the consumers.
It's rough.
It's certainly not fair.
Groceries and bills, there's where most of my money goes.
I can agree. I can attest to it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I really want to see what else they need to subsidize.
Exactly.
So let's see how this one works out.
Exactly.
It's now time for our local weather report. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your weather forecast for today as we head to a break. Regional and international news are next. Stay with us.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Exotic experience.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. You're just in time for regional news. This one comes to us from our friends over there at Loop Caribbean. The interception of what is believed to be a Haitian vessel carrying irregular migrants was carried out on Saturday afternoon in a joint operation between the Royal Turks and Caicos Island Police Marine Force branch and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. The 40-foot wooden vessel with approximately 189 Haitian nationals, 140 males, including one minor, and 49 females were detained and passed to TCI immigration officers for processing. Commissioner of Police Trevor Boating said, and quote, "The Northern Caribbean region is experiencing an increase in the number of vessels seeking to smuggle people into the Turks and Caicos Islands and Bahamas. So far in 2023, 21 vessels have been intercepted by the RTCIPF Marine Branch, with over 2,600 migrants being detained. The number of vessels and persons detained exceeds all previous years' totals, and we are just 6 months into 2023.
Wow, that's rough.
It is rough.
I know the Haitians are always,
They need a break.
they're always trying
They
to
need
do
a
something.
break. Like, I mean, it's illegal, yes, but can you intercept them and process them? And who needs the help? Just give them.
Easier said than done, because most governments are going to say it's going to be on their
Yes,
hands
but this is
now.
what I don't understand. Haiti is a part of CARICOM,
Yeah,
and they're in Caribbean waters. Like,
this
they're in Caribbean waters. If they are not get the help from CARICOM, like, who else is going to help
else
them?
is gonna help
You
them
don't
indeed?
expect France, as much as France colonized them, France is not going to leave where they are to help them. They can get the help. They should get the
need to
help.
extend to them. But I just wish they would just do it a bit. I want to find the right words. Go about it the legal way.
Go about it the legal
Yeah.
way, but I mean, these people can barely find food. Like, how they gonna
How are they
find
finding the
air
money to pay
ticket?
those smugglers to smuggle them? The one that is not a cheap feat. The obvious fact that these people are risking their lives to smuggle these people. And I'm thinking jail time's involved.
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing? But the payout must be good.
Indeed.
That's why they're risking their lives like that.
That's
So
true.
these people are saving all their monies to get on these trips just to get a break.
I mean, Haiti, as they're talking about break, Haiti can't get a break. They don't know why. It
No.
seems to cannot get a break.
Yeah, at all.
My heart goes out to them.
Me too. On the international scene, our news this morning comes from CNN. Chicken made from cultivated cells is officially on the menu at Bar Cren in San Francisco. But you can't just walk in and order it. About a week and a half ago, the U.S. Department of Agriculture gave 2 brands, Upside Foods and Good Meat, approval to start producing and selling their cultivated chicken. Cultivated or lab-grown meat is developed from animal cells and grown in massive bioreactors with the help of nutrients like amino acid. This happens in a production facility that looks a lot like a brewery. On Saturday, cultivated chicken tempura will be on the Bar Cran's menu, served with a burnt chili aioli and garnished with greens and edible flowers. Chef Dominic Cren took meat off the restaurant menu in 2018 because of the impact of the factory farming on animals and the planet, according to the restaurant's website. But it is comfortable selling cultivated chicken. I saw something.
Cultivated cells, like, really.
Yeah, they're using real animal cells. I saw just before this news, as I said, the universe works in tandem with me. I saw an article with this, and I'm like, Thank God I cut out that part of it.
You don't eat
Because-
chicken?
No.
You know, a lot of
I'm
persons
trying
they
to
cut
take out meat altogether. But I like my seafood though. Cheese.
Oh.
I had a seafood boil yesterday at the festival and
yes?
crayfish and all.
What was in it?
Crayfish, shrimp, potatoes, corn, sausages.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good.
I like me a good boil. Corn and egg is optional for me, but I like a good boil.
All my samples were lovely from the festival
I
yesterday.
could tell you enjoyed it. I see you. I mean, those pictures. I could tell you like to feed your face.
Then we went to Sunshines afterwards, and then we went to the beach because it was so hot.
Okay, stop.
It was
Stop. You're making me jealous now.
Well, folks, there you have it for local, regional, international news. We have so much in store for you, but you must stay tuned to find out who are our guests today. Dun, dun, dun.
We have quite a few. Good morning, Karen.
Yes. Good morning, Ken. Oh my gosh, it was a pleasure. Listen, and the highlight yesterday was meeting all of our guests in person.
I can imagine.
And getting all the lovely remarks. Folks, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching. Share with your friends so that they can subscribe and they can watch, and we can grow here at Good Morning SKN and become what,
indeed.
as you would say, Andre? The number one.
We are
morning
the number one morning show. Like, who else to compete against Good Morning SKN? Absolutely no
Number
one.
one.
We are simply cut above the rest.
Simply the best. See you after this.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Last week, we had the pleasure of speaking with Fionn Jones and Alexis Otterton of the Nevis Tourism Authority about the 9th edition of the Nevis Mango Festival. Yesterday, as some of my co-workers and I headed to Nevis and attended the festival, but unfortunately, Andre could not have attended. So for this segment, I want to say we. So
yes,
we will be sharing our experience at the festival in Nevis with Andre.
With me. Share it with me. Indeed.
And for those of you that didn't attend, here's a look.
I want to see what I missed.
You missed a lot.
I want to see what I missed.
You missed.
What was your highlight?
My highlight, oh my gosh, spending time with my coworkers. It was fun. Mm-hmm. It got so hot, as I said. We planned an impromptu beach. How should I say? Swim time?
Yeah.
So it was that. We went to Sunshines. We had something to eat. We popped into our bathing suits and we swam until the sun went down. But this is some of what we experienced while we were over there. Yeah.
Well, let's dive into it. I want to see. I'm eager to see what I missed out.
I wore my shirt as a representation of the studio.
Of course,
as I said.
as you should.
Yes. And listen, guys, thanks for the comments. Listen, it meant so much to know that you're watching and you'll be like, you guys are doing great. And the key is to go early. Do you see? We were there early.
Wow.
No one was there.
I like this setup.
Yeah, look, little Corin right there. Yes, we went early. We did not hesitate, so we got nice.
So what was happening at that booth?
This is when the crowd came in.
Wow.
That booth was selling mangoes, t-shirts, pepper sauces.
Okay.
That was the souvenir booth, but this is when the crowd came in, Andre.
So it was an open atmosphere thing.
It was an open atmosphere, but it was hot. That's the only down for me, the heat. But I enjoyed it.
Me, Nevis heat in to play with.
Boy, no heat. No, you see, this is the early stages. Because as I said, we got there since 12, guys. We were sitting in the park. We were playing some Uno. We perused the Malcolm Gishard Center. So we had fun. So we, once they opened, we just went to the lines, got our food, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that was it for us. We perused. Once it started filling up, I swear the heat, it was humid.
They brought the heat.
We just decided, no, this is our cue to leave. So, but we had fun.
I'm happy y'all did. I totally missed out, but certainly next year. And I mean, what's up next for Nevis?
I am not quite sure.
They have a festival coming up.
Oh yes, Culturama.
Culturama. So I'll be there for Culturama.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
See y'all over there.
So you'll be representing us this go.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I'll be at Culturama.
And Restaurant Week is actually coming up this.
It's this month.
Yeah,
in July.
10 days of food.
And
the 13th to the 23rd.
And I think the food in Pursue is pineapple.
Yeah.
So whatever way we can come up to utilize pineapple.
So you're gonna make a pineapple.
Of course.
You're gonna do the same thing with the pineapple that you said you would have done with the banana.
Would you like to know?
So how come I can't get a little preview? So
listen, I am going to start turning up some things in Good Morning SKN, you know, when it comes down to cooking, just stay tuned.
Oh,
So,
I can't
Restaurant
wait.
Week is coming up. And
Listen, we need a competition. So you have your hot plates, I have my hot plates, and we see who cooked the best.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Challenge accepted.
So let's discuss what took place at the music festival.
Music. Why are you still
saying
just
the
because you are dressed in your music festival? The Mango Festival. I had cheesecake. I had a lemon mango square. I had some of Alani's mango crumble. It was excellent.
She bought it there or she made it?
Who?
Alani.
No.
She bought it there.
No, that was a sample because with our tickets, we bought the $50 tickets. We got 5 samples.
$50 tickets give you 5 samples.
Yeah, 75. I think that was 10, and 15 was 100.
Okay, not bad.
So I got the seafood boil. I got the cheesecake from Park Hyatt. That was excellent. I got the mango. Okay, I got the mango and lemon squares, and I got 2 popsicles. Man,
not bad for $50.
It was good. Well, I think there's a video. So
of you eating?
I want to see. Why does the video have to be of me eating? There's just a video, folks. Let's take a watch. I do not know why Andre is being jealous this morning.
It's not jealous. I just know you like to eat. That looks beautiful.
That's what you missed. And you see, I had to change my shoes, right? Because I had on some Birkenstocks and the rain was drizzling and I wasn't about to get them wet because there's some new ones.
So no wonder it was hot. If it
That's what I tell you. It was humid. It wasn't. So the humidity was making it hot.
You know what's the highlight from that video?
Me eating?
You not only what you were eating, but I look on your plate and there was a big Scotch bonnet pepper. You're trying to tell me it's a crayfish. That's not a crayfish for the seafood boil.
Should I have brought my crayfish skeleton for...
Was it a crayfish?
It was. Anthony had one too.
That looked like...
You couldn't even see the thing good.
I could see it good. It was a big piece of Irish potato, a piece of corn,
sausage,
and a
shrimp,
big Scotch bonnet pepper.
Crayfish.
I didn't see any crayfish.
Yeah.
And no sauce.
It had on sauce. That was real good.
Okay.
Why you gotta be a hater? I had already eaten my mango kebab because a mango kebab came with it. But it was, y'all, it was good. Andre's just jealous he didn't get the taste.
Watch out for my mango canopy next year. I'm going to steal the show with my mango canopy.
Oh, so as I said, they had meat-inspired dishes. I didn't do any of the meats because, no, I'm not a meat girl.
Okay.
They had ribs and a nice potato puree. They had, was it sweet and sour mango Asian chicken? Something like that they had. And there was some roasted pork in some kind of mango sauce. Listen, there was ceviche, there was shrimp, there were fish, there was an ITIL station as well. Well, let me not say ITIL, vegan station as well. Yeah, but they only have one. I would recommend that they do
just one
more next year.
Oh, they only had one.
They only had basically one.
So
because
there was a crowd, there was a line.
She had to That was her favorite place to eat at, and the popsicle stand as well. Because you know she's full vegan. She
Full
doesn't eat,
vegan, yes.
So that was her favorite place to go.
And I saw you try something like a sushi at the beginning.
Yes.
What was on the inside? Mango? Anything mango?
No, the mango was on the top.
On the top.
Yes, it was a regular sushi roll
with
salmon,
mango on top.
and mango sauce on the top.
What about entertainment?
Entertainment was good. Julie was good when she started, but as I said, we didn't stay. So what we heard from the beach was good.
Was good.
Ike was
Well,
there.
at least she showed up.
Yeah, she showed up.
I mean, it's a thing nowadays to pay these entertainers and they don't show up. So
she showed
kudos
up.
to Julie Mango. She showed up in
Yeah.
Nevis. There it is. It's the sushi. Yes,
Listen,
stuff
they got
that
me,
face.
They got me good on that one. They got me good on that one. You can see the shine in my face already, right? Because I could not.
And it was overcast.
It was. That's what I'm saying. But
It's
it was
humid.
It was humid.
There you go. See, there is a big piece of Irish potato and
Look
pepper.
there, it's a crayfish. Look the tail stick. Why do you say it's?
I thought you were eating the
It
pepper
is
with Irish potato. I'm like,
no, it's crayfish.
okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So your favorite samples
My favorite sample was.
of all you tasted?
No, I can't do that.
You can't pick one.
No.
Okay, I'm going to give you two.
Everything was good.
I mean, of course, everything is good, but you must have a
my
favorite.
gosh.
You must have a favorite.
No. Okay,
Yes.
the seafood boil, the cheesecake from Park Hyatt, the popsicles, and the sushi.
3.
4.
Wow.
Yeah,
The
I give you
popsicle,
4.
mango popsicle?
Mango and was it mango and passion? It was mango and
Mango and
passion.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good flavor.
It was good.
I'm jealous. I should have been there.
Next time.
The overall experience in Nevis.
Great.
Great. One word?
I love Nevis.
Yes,
and
me
the fact
too.
that I get to experience it with
Your
the
colleagues.
coworkers,
Yes.
the colleagues. It was good. And they enjoyed themselves. And yeah, we made some last minute changes and our last minute changes worked out. We get extra time at the beach. We came back a little over. By the time we got home, I think for most of us, it would have been after 9.
Whoa.
But I slept so hard, y'all, I didn't hear my 5 o'clock alarm. That seawater really knocks you out, you know?
It sure does.
But it was nice and clear and calm. Yeah. We even had lessons at the beach. Somebody can float now. I wouldn't call their name. So if you had come, maybe you would have been floating too.
Someone taught you how to float?
Me?
Yes,
No,
you.
I taught someone how to float.
Really? I would. Are they still alive this
Very
morning?
much so.
Oh, I'm eager
So
to see.
had you come, you
I would have learned.
Yeah, you might have floated away too.
I tell you. Float away indeed.
Yes, yes.
What about the chefs? Have you met any other chefs?
Well, I saw Wentworth. Hi, Wentworth.
Oh, Wentworth was on our show.
Yeah, and he was there, so it was
nice.
nice to see Wentworth in person.
Nice.
I must honestly say, other than Wentworth, you didn't have time to talk to the chefs in a sense because everybody was
They were busy, I
and
can
as I
imagine.
said, the crowd was coming in. I'm happy we went when we went, so we had a good experience,
To
a
interact.
great experience. So yeah, we enjoyed it.
Overall, next year would it be return?
I don't know just yet.
Not yet.
It was hot, and I don't do hot well, but overall, it was good.
A
But
good experience.
I don't want to put my mouth and then I'm not
Yeah.
there.
Well,
So
next
I'm gonna
year will
wait
be-
until it gets closer and
But-
decide.
And next year will be what?
The 10th edition.
So you know.
So next year it's going to be bigger. But I was joking yesterday with my colleagues and I said, do you think anybody's still in St. Kitts? Andre, I swear everybody was over there. So it's nice to see us
Yes.
work together as a federation.
Yeah. And what I understood, I mean, Nivisions came down for our music festival, so
yeah.
it's only fair we head up there for their mango festival,
And then we're gonna head up for Culturama.
Culturama. So one federation.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, it was indeed. It was a great experience. We missed you, as I said. Persons were asking for you from after Friday. You're viral with your shoes. The
I'm
folks he's got on dapper ones today. These ones aren't gonna fall apart. I won't have to go and
Absolutely
get his
not.
soul. We won't be getting any laughs off of his shoes today. But I gotta love my co-host. He is a star. And listen, he makes it funny. Fridays
Yes.
are always fun at work.
right.
And after last Friday, jeez, what are we gonna do to come back after that?
Who would have thought that video would have listen, last time I checked it reached 27.3 thousand views. It's getting to 30K.
Andre, shoes that got mashed up because he didn't go places in COVID.
Yes,
and it's
simple. And I
even
decided
Karen made a little joke and said that's what happened to some of our shoes.
Exactly.
Because they were just sitting down. We had nowhere to go.
Shout out to Karen. I think Karen said, raise your hand if this someone can attest to it. And it's true. It is true. And those gentlemen from Trinidad, I've seen they've been on and they commented as well. What's the name?
Marcus
Brave.
Michael Mulder.
Right.
And
they commented. They did.
Hi guys, morning if you're watching.
It was it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
You viral. Go ahead.
Next year, the Mango Festival. Why I keep on taking away Nevis shine?
Andre just all because he has on one of his nights piece. He's just stuck on the festival, y'all. Mango Festival.
It's the M's. I have an issue with pronouncing M's. Mango Festival,
M-A, not M-U.
Got it. But next year, God's willing, I will be in the Mango Festival, and I will be walking with my Good Morning St. Kitts sign.
Yes, I think that's what we need to do next year, and get some folks, to give us some greetings, and we can use them in our little snippets.
Indeed.
Yeah,
so
but I enjoyed it.
Looking forward to next year Mango's
yes.
the 10th season.
Bigger and better.
Indeed.
10th edition. Let's do this. Andre, I see, and all I'm seeing is the shoes. That even my friend make joke yesterday and said, your co-host there be like, no, he didn't make it, He'd be like, oh, because I was just gonna tell you to make sure his shoes good.
Who said that? Who said that?
One of my friends. They were so concerned about all your shoes falling apart.
Listen.
But guys, that was a one-off.
COVID happens. That shoe I haven't worn in 2-3 years. I decided to just put them on and look at what happened. Not one heel, but both healed.
Both of the souls just decided, no more love.
That's it. Come this far.
Well, Nevis, thank you for hosting us. It was a pleasure attending the Mango Festival. As I said, myself and my colleagues, we had a lot of fun, including beach time. So thank you. And as you said, Andre, hopefully we see you next year for the 10th edition.
I'll be there.
Yes, he definitely will. Nothing will hold him back.
I'm not going to miss out this next year at all. So see you on Mango Festival 2024.
Yes. And with that said, stay tuned. Much more after this break.
869 Halfback Riding. Shadrach Isaac, Darian Grant, Johnny NZ. The Ball French. Don't forget to tune in to Good Morning SKN at Studio 327.
Yo, you know it's me, Mr. H.E. Yo, make sure you tune in to Good Morning SKN Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Studio 327. Yo, trust me, the baddest show in the morning. Make sure you check it out. Wake up. Make sure that you are there from 8 to 10, Monday to Friday. Boom, check it. Rah.
exotic experience.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Hi, good morning. My name is Shamara Phillips, the co-founder of the We Care Group. We provide care at every stage in life. Tune in to Good Morning SKN on Studio 327. Imagine the impossible.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and welcome to our thought-provoking segment, indeed, Quote of the Day. Today we explore the profound words of Albert Einstein. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Do you believe that quote, Courtney?
Mm-hmm.
I certainly believe it too, because
go ahead.
Some of us believe once it's popular, or once everyone is saying it or doing it, then it's automatically right, but not in all cases.
No. And we know that when we stand up for something that is right, we know the fight back we get, right? Yeah. So what is, as it says, what is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right.
Indeed. The potential disconnect between popular opinion and ethical principles.
Right.
Is there a disconnect though?
I would think so, because popular opinion stand
even if it's wrong.
Yeah, over ethical principles.
I'm trying to think of a scenario of something that everyone seems to do, even though we know it's wrong, but because everyone does it, then we think it's right.
One comes to mind, but I don't think I want to say it. One.
What about everyone tries to make a U-turn. Everyone makes a U-turn. But do we know when to make that U-turn? Yes, I mean, there are places, especially in Bastia, that you're not supposed to make a U-turn, but because everyone chooses to make a U-turn right there, we think it's right.
No, but if one is caught, if you are caught,
yes.
No, somebody will get caught. No.
But
that's not a good example.
Isn't it?
No.
To me, it's a good example. I know of a specific roundabout.
Are you making U-turns? You mean the one that leads to where we both have to go home?
Let me tell you where it is. It's right across from the Sands complex. There's a little street that you could turn into, head up onto.
To get into Convent.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You're not supposed to do that.
Says who?
You're not supposed. The sign is there.
From where?
Coming from Bird Rock and you're heading.
Oh
to
no,
town.
no,
you're not supposed to do it. But
Andre,
I'm just listen.
You have been doing.
No one is seeing it, but it's popular. A lot of persons do it, but we're not.
I have never seen that.
But because a lot of persons do it, I do it. Certainly, when someone is taking me somewhere, they do it, and because everyone does it. Except Cortensia, I think
what if
right.
you get hit?
How am I supposed to get hit?
Because the car is going and somebody's coming. Oh my gosh, that's not safe.
It's totally not safe, but we do it. It's popular, so we all do it. I'm trying to stick to the theme.
That is... Listen, I refuse to do that.
You're not...
I am putting myself at risk. I am going to have to pay even... I swear the insurance is going to say, you shouldn't turn across.
Listen, you're not gonna make a Rose look out for me on the road, you know. And this is exactly what you're doing. You see, I give an example.
Right here.
No, please, give me a chance.
Give me a chance.
Give me a chance. But I'm just trying.
Yeah, I get your point.
Because a lot of us do because
it's dangerous and somebody's gonna do that.
We all do it. Except
not me.
Hortensia,
if there's a camera, y'all find 911 doing that. Time.
So you'd rather go all the way up by...
Yes, because I'm not supposed to go down there. Okay, imagine me coming from Bird Rock, doing that, and somebody who has the right way to do that. What happens
But
there?
we're not going to wait until the person have the right way to do.
Jesus Lord. No, I'm afraid. When I see you on the road, I'm gonna just... sometimes I wish I had a Flintstone car because I would lift my car up and put it on the side. Because when you're driving these days, you're driving for 100 persons because people are driving like lunatics. Guys, we're all going to get where we need to go. Calm down.
You see how she behaving, man? I don't know why I choose to use that scenario,
But Andre, just to be cautious. Why?
We're all being cautious.
No, you're not.
Yes,
when you are going to turn.
I would not turn if there is an oncoming vehicle.
But you shouldn't turn at all because you're keeping me.
At all.
Imagine if I'm behind you and you're trying to do that turn. Next time I'm gonna put my lights out. Police.
That's why you should be 30 feet behind and not too close.
Listen, Mr. Baptiste, thanks for all your guidance and wisdom when you were teaching me to drive. I don't care who make the most noise. I'm always take 2 car lengths off of somebody's car if I can.
So you rather drive all the way up to KFC?
I am going up to KFC. But not even the KFC. I'm going up to the treasure.
Yes, and go on 4th Street.
I'm going to go on 4th Street and I'm going to come around the circus. Thank you, kind sir.
That's 12 minutes right there, and then when you could just turn
12
in
minutes
12
of
seconds.
Life that will ensure that I live to see the next few hours if it's for me. Do you like my poem? I thank you.
By Cortensia Carty. Yes.
No, it isn't worth it. It isn't worth it. Okay, so we already hashed out that one. So the importance of individual courage and integrity in standing up for what one believes to be right, even when it goes against popular opinion. And we just did that too, inadvertently.
Yes, she stood up for what is right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to counter what you said or try to defend. It's wrong.
Wrong is
but
wrong.
It's popular. We all do it. We try to beat the traffic, and so we do it when there's no police.
I don't want to touch this one, but is it popular to illegally migrate? It's not, but people are doing it. Why? Because they want to get a better life for themselves. But at what? At what cost? Because what if the country cannot afford you and they send you back? What if you're seeking asylum and they're like, we can't, we're already burdensome. But it's popular because every minute we hear about a boat being on water, somebody going somewhere. Like the other day, there was this news that they had the boat capsized or
Yes,
something like
it
that,
always
and
happens.
nobody spoke about it, and they were saying all the other news was getting. I can't remember where they were coming from, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh, I think they were heading to Greece. I think they were heading to Greece, and the boat capsized, and I think most of them lost their lives.
Right.
And it was like people didn't care for them. It's popular, yes, but it's not safe, and it's not the legal way to go about doing things. I understand your plight. I know you need to get somewhere, but let's work through the channels and let it take its course. Feel me? So although it's popular to save up your money and get on a boat and hope you touch land and the wet foot and all these laws apply to you, is not safe, because most of the time we don't make it to shore.
That is absolutely
so our
true.
dreams go down with us, and no pun intended, but that's just how life is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Real life scenarios where there might be a conflict between what is ethically right and what is popular. But those are two real life scenarios we just gave.
Yeah.
We do it every day. We make that U-turn that we're
Trust
not
me.
supposed to. People traverse the seas illegally. I mean, even though it's wrong, just because it's popular, they take a certain route and then
just like how people trade illegal drugs, or they print illegal passports, they print illegal money. I just want to know what goes through our minds when we're doing these things, very well knowing that carceral time is involved, jail time is involved.
It's the money.
But it's the money that we can't use if we're behind bars. Well, don't let me say that, because if you give it to the right person, they can bring it, and you can have a good meal or whatever. But we can't use it. You can't go on any trips, because what if you get 20 years? Where are you going for 20 years?
You live a wonderful 20 years in jail.
No, it can't be wonderful. It can't be wonderful.
Listen,
I've heard poems about inside there, and it doesn't seem to be wonderful.
You would be fascinated what took place in some of these jails,
Well, I don't ever want to know, so I'm never going there. I'm going to do everything legally, even if I have to be cash strapped, because I'm not going to use that B word. I'm not going to say broke.
Not going to say who?
Broke.
Broke? Why?
So you say cash strapped? No, because you're always going to be out of money.
But it's the same as being broke.
No, cash strapped sounds nicer, and it means your cash is strapped down, but it's coming to you eventually. Broke.
Cash strapped.
You try to fix it, and it may not work. So cash strapped.
But cash strapped can mean you also have money.
That's what I'm saying. So it's coming eventually, but you can't touch it yet. Feel me? The cash is strapped down.
Cash strapped means broke.
No, I explained it. Yeah.
You're cash strapped.
So
are you cash strapped?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
So you're not broke.
Oh, Jesus. Y'all, I'm not in pieces. Okay? Because Andre doesn't want to work with a nicer way of saying money is coming.
Money is coming.
Yes, it's coming.
The potential consequences of prioritizing popular over ethical principles. I mean, the consequences are there. Death.
Having to pay Miss Aloe after you get a ticket.
Yes. What about embarrassment?
Yep. Because your face go up. For those persons who used to go into a certain supermarket and take up things, and then the supermarket had a wall of shame.
I love it. Instead of calling the police on you, you go to how about
they get back their stuff, but the embarrassment of seeing your face and that wall of shame.
Listen, when I go into that supermarket,
I haven't seen anybody's faces recently though. People have been behaving.
They take heed.
Yeah.
But kudos to those supermarkets who does that. You go inside there and you steal. They take a photo. I mean, listen, the first time I went into a particular supermarket and this sign cracks me up. As I look up, there's a sign that says, "Smile, you're on camera." I mean, it almost took me out.
And that's a nice way of letting people know that don't try it.
You're on camera. Like everywhere I look around the supermarket, there's this sign.
But people are still brave though. I've seen people steal with cameras there. They're watching the camera and they're doing their own thing. How do you do that, folks?
And then you have some supermarkets where you can go in there and just eat. Just don't leave without paying. Yes.
What supermarkets are those?
We have plenty in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there's a supermarket called Price Right in Jamaica where I know you can just go in. Oh, me? When I go in there, just eat the grapes, pull them and just eat. But make sure if it's even the the shell, drop it in your cart. You have to pay for it, but you can just go in there and eat as whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
But you cannot leave without not paying.
No, it's fair enough. Yeah, I know there's a taste.
So yeah, the consequences.
Jail time, a fine, your face up on a wall.
The embarrassment.
So do the ethical thing. If you can't afford it, just leave it. Imagine someone took one tin of sausage once, right? And imagine a tin of sausage is $2.95 and having to pay $500. Does that make sense? I know it probably might have been a dire situation. Andre, you laugh, but you know how many sausage you can get for
$500?
I am not exaggerating.
You're exaggerating. Nobody could charge me $500.
Can someone please tell Andre that happened in St. Kitts?
Where?
Right here.
Yeah.
For a tin of
$5. About $500. $500 where?
You go across the state.
One tin of sausage?
$500. So imagine how many tins of sausages you could have had, and you had to pay $500 for one. That hurt.
You ever been when you were small? You ever been in the supermarket and steal?
No. No.
Come on, Cortez.
No, Andre, I can say I've been in the supermarket and I've eaten their grapes and I've not paid for it. So I've done the taste test, but I know why. My mother wasn't playing. My mother used to give enough licks now, and some serious licks too. And her hand was straight. She should have been part of the women's West Indies team, because when she pelt something at you, it connected very well like electricity. So no, I never saw anything. No,
I mean, as a child, I would go in there and eat.
Oh, no.
I don't remember leaving with anything but I would go in there.
Taking anybody's stuff. Because in Tortolo, this particular supermarket, you go and you taste the grapes. I swear those people thought once they brought grapes in Tortolo, let's just count the grapes as a loss, because everybody goes in there and eat the grapes. Yep. But no, I'm not taking up anything because my mother will get to me.
That's what happened in a small island where everyone knows
everybody.
Each other.
And we had stiff manners back then, as we would say.
Yes.
Indeed.
Factors that shape popular opinion and how they might not always align with moral values, media influence, and social pressure.
Yeah.
So we've seen it online.
A lot of the shows, I'm not going to call any of them, but we binge watch these shows, and these shows teach us how to be disrespectful to each other, throw drinks at each other, call each other out of our names, basically say who doesn't have it at the moment, who is pretending to be, and it's just to see that we want to live in a society like that where we want to create our own reality shows locally. It's not nice.
I know.
That not because it's popular we should be in it,
but it influences you though. Social media
in a bad way most of the time. Yeah, because most of social media is either telling somebody off, telling somebody you can't afford to live this life, and who gives us that authority to tell people that?
Indeed. So you agree with Albert Einstein this morning?
Yes. That, and I'm going to use what is right is not always popular, because you see me standing up for myself here and you see Andre want to give me some lashes.
Exactly.
And
and
what is popular
is
not always right.
But what is popular? Yes.
What is popular, everybody wants to be in.
Right.
Because everybody wants the fashion, blah, blah, blah. Everybody wants to be able to tell people off on social media. That's not cool. Imagine before we called. We didn't blast people like how we blast them now. And we have the means, and I find we're not empathetic. We just say what we have to say and do what we have to do, and then I guess we deal with the consequences
later,
after, or we don't.
We don't.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But standing up for what is right.
Speaking of meme, have you seen the meme that Baron Messiah is back in Kingston, Jamaica?
No.
Yes, literally the sign that's up by Roy Bradshaw Airport is now lifted, and it is now placed at the Norman Manley International Airport because Jamaica won the match last night 2-0 to St. Kitts. So apparently
5-0? Oh my gosh.
I catch it at 2-0. I'm like, okay, boys, sugar boys, just try your best. Just try your best.
Commiserations. They tried.
Like, I was cheering for both.
So where's the sign? The sign that was up at the airport, you mean?
Yes.
Where is it?
Corty, you're so slow.
I'm very slow.
Okay, I'm going to break it down for you.
Break it down,
You know,
please.
when they welcomed Baron Messiah
here
a few weeks ago,
yes,
there was a huge sign say, "Welcome to St. Kitts, the home of Baron Messiah."
Yeah.
Okay, well, someone posted and said, "Whoever win this match owns Baron Messiah." Apparently, Jamaica won the match last night, and so someone created a meme with the same sign that was in St. Kitts. They put it at the Norman Manley International Airport in Jamaica, saying the home of Baron Messiah. Listen, we play too rough. We
Very
play
much so.
too rough.
And imagine if we didn't have social media, that would have never happened.
Exactly.
But do you see the influence social media has on?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where two players, one in the St. Kitts jersey, the other in a Jamaican jersey, and they told them about to bounce checks, and they quote the gentleman, "How you mean Baron Messiah no born in Jamaica?" It's just
I saw
hilarious,
that one.
but you get the point.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But
in all fun, it's all fun.
Let's hope it's all fun,
But
because those two fellas that square up last night didn't look like fun.
It wasn't.
Didn't look. But commiseration. Thank you. You did well,
They did
Sugar Boys.
extremely well.
You've gotten far, and I think with the experience, it's
Yes.
only up from here.
Listen,
come
many
next time
countries
around.
don't even qualify.
Exactly.
Even going to these playoffs.
And we are there.
We played, locally, and we gone internationally. You're among the best.
Yeah. We small, but we tall.
Yeah, they did well. And I'm
I'm
sure the more because when you're in St. Kitts, right, and you go to watch these matches, you know our little stadiums and so forth. There it is. Look at that. So that's the international airport in Jamaica, and boom, that's the sign. Welcome to
Somebody
the home.
really
Yes,
put
and
that sign in there.
It's strategically placed because a sign is there with probably the same home of Usain Bolt. So they put the Baron Messiah sign right at the international airport. So listen, they ain't playing down there.
See social media, y'all.
Well, Adam started. They started it, and listen, they're not going. What is the truth? Lord. They started it, so Jamaicans are going to finish it, and I know they're going to drag it all week.
But what is his home?
It's all fun. Let's have some fun. Listen, Jamaica has been trending, and so does St. Kitts. We have been
Alrighty
trending.
then. I refuse to be part of the popular. I can't. I always like to stand out.
Well,
I always like to be outstanding.
Yes, that's where we have to leave it for the quote of the day. According to Albert Einstein, what is right is not always popular. And what is popular is
not always right. So, folks,
totally agree with him.
Choose what's right.
Much more when we return on Good Morning SKN.
Hi, good morning. My name is Shamara Phillips, the co-founder of the Weekly Group.
My name is Asan Green from Green Your Asan Refrigeration. Be sure to tune in to Studio 327 for Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10.
Good Morning SKN. In this segment of Connections, we will be speaking with representatives from the Anguilla Progressive Association of New York, that's APNI, all about their upcoming event, Ansar 2023, and so much more. Today's representatives are Mr. Carlson Corner, President of APNI, and Mr. Seymour Hodge, Liaison of this association. Good morning, gentlemen, and it is our pleasure to welcome you to Good Morning SKN this morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis and morning. Throughout St. Martin. I was told that you guys go in the 3 islands.
Yes.
One and all.
Yes. Happy y'all could join us this morning.
Indeed. So let's talk about the background. Well, the background on the launch and the significance of the Anguilla Progressive Association of New York.
I'm getting a feedback from your voice. I don't know. Simo, are you hearing her clearly?
Do you need me to repeat the questions?
We didn't get a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, gentlemen, can you give us a background of the launch and significance of the Anguilla Progressive Association of New York?
Okay, let me do first. I would do the part with the Anguilla Progressive Association of New York, and Simo will give you a little heads up on where we are with the preparations as it relates to ANSWER. Okay. The Anguilla Progressive Association, as we are known as, is a group of second-generation hard-working Anguillians who came together to form a non-for-profit 501c3 corporation here in the state of New York.
Okay.
Concerned Anguillians and friends of Anguilla, of offsprings of former Anguillians organization. We are a relatively young organization formed in 1996 in a response to a very destructive hurricane that struck Anguilla on September the 5th in 1995, which was known as Lewis.
Yeah.
Some of our major goals are to provide assistance to persons in need, to sponsor and support cultural programs in the performing and visual arts, to conduct activities such as charitable, educational, and cultural in the youth, both for our own members and Anguillian individuals groups alike, here and throughout the diaspora. Those are some of the highlights about ANSWER. Seymour Hodge was once the first president, I must say, of APNI, and since his retirement, I was duly elected and still serving for that period of time. Something that I enjoy doing.
Oh.
So that's a little brief synopsis about APNI, and we're going about 27 years now in existence.
Oh,
good stuff. Congrats. Yeah.
And can you also share with us a little of your upbringing in Anguilla?
A little of what?
Your upbringing in Anguilla.
Well, I was, I wish I had that piece here in front of me. I was born in Anguilla in a district known as Roaches Hill.
Okay.
Not to say that we have roaches, but that's, that's the name of the village that we call. Some people who say the valley, Roaches Hill, we have about, if I was living in Anguilla, I could use like 5 different villages and still get my mail. Okay. And I then venture out into the Virgin Islands in search of higher education and things of that nature, because at that time, Anguilla did not, the only higher education that we had during those days was the high school.
Okay.
Which is what secondary high school. And if we wanted to pursue a career in anything in education, we had to leave Anguilla and go elsewhere. So I tend to go to U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay. I spent 5.5 years there, and then I head up to the U.S. of A. to study mechanical dentistry, which I am. I've been doing that now for about 40-something years. Some folks say it's dental technology or technical dentistry, but whatever it is, it has to do with making of dentures, partials, fixed bridges, etc., etc. I since then have to say, you know what, this thing has been taking a toll on me. So in 2004, I think I went and I got my real estate license.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm a real estate agent here working for a company that I am now given the position as business development manager.
Oh,
And we have about
nice.
35.
Congrats.
Thank you. We have about 35 persons that we work with in terms of agents. But this company, they're based on a lot of recruit, because not everyone would stay with you. Some go, some come. So we got to constantly keep on recruiting so we can get those numbers. When one go, maybe you get two instead of one again.
Okay.
So that is basically who I am. And like I said, I enjoy working or doing what I'm doing for Anguilla as a president. I was also in 2009 given the Queen certificate for the work that I've been doing.
Congrats.
That was president from our former chief minister then was Osborne B. Fleming. I don't know if you ever heard of his name. He used to work in St. Kitts some years ago. Someone told me he was a teacher there, but that I don't know. But but that as it may, he then became chief minister of Anguilla for some time, and on 2016 in the U.S. of A., I then got another award from the Victor Banks government as ambassador for Anguilla.
Oh, nice. Congrats on that as well.
I have a lot of titles bestowed upon me, but they're just acolytes, because I cannot say I'm going to come to Anguilla and park in a certain spot to say that I'm the ambassador for Anguilla, so I can't get a ticket. I will get a ticket.
I like the humbleness to that.
Yes,
and Mr.
indeed.
Hodge, what about you? Tell us a bit about your humble beginnings in Angola. Okay.
Hold a second. I know you sent me something a while ago, maybe.
Yes, can you share with us the meaning of ANSAR?
Share with you what?
The acronym ANSAR. What's the meaning of ANSAR?
Oh, sure. ANSAR stands for Anguilla, Nevis, St. Kitts Associations Reunion. Now, we have ANSAR is about 40 years in existence. Okay.
Okay.
If what I can do, I can give you a little brief synopsis about the history of ANSAR.
Yes, please. Go ahead. Yes, please.
The reunion idea originated in Montreal with its founder, Mrs. Faustina France Cabinia, and an executive body of the St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla Associations in Montreal in 1983. After contacting other nationals at home and abroad, it was agreed that the idea had generated sufficient interest for putting together the first ever reunion nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis and Anguilla. In May of 1994, this dream was realized with Montreal as host city. The aims and objectives established were to establish and rekindle old alliances. 2, to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and friendship. 3, to participate in various social activities, discuss matters of mutual interest, including issues of economic development. To remain connected by our communal heritage of history and cultural legacy. To promote greater international awareness of Anguilla, Nevis, and St. Kitts. In July 1988, the reunion was held in Bastia, St. Kitts, with the local chapter as host. At this beginning, the guidelines were to draft and passed. These included the following: a committee called the ANSAR Secretariat to ensure the community of reunions, to provide a cultural forum and contact point worldwide, reaching as many nationals as possible, to maintain the spirit of Operation Home, to be as follows: each association / group in the period between reunions will undertake a project which shall benefit our homeland, which will be announced at each and every general session. Then the reunion started. They were held annually, but in 1988, a decision was made to hold them biannually. In the year 1996 to 98, there were plans to have the reunion to the U.S. Virgin Islands, but the series of the hurricanes prevented these plans from coming to fruition. So that is where, and that is how this whole ANSAR program, ANSAR reunion started. It was started by a petition, and out of in Canada.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Brief history there, indeed.
Well, Mr. Hodge, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. I had some issues there again, as usual.
Problem. So let's bring you into the conversation. Well, Mr. Connor just told us the years that since ANSA was started, and we see that Apony will be hosting an event. So can you tell us about that event and who are some of the entertainment, some of the special invited guests?
Okay, yes. All right, we are starting off on Friday, the 14th of July, with a welcome reception from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Anguilla Great House. That is a locally owned hotel on the beautiful beach of Rendezvous Bay in Anguilla. At the same time, persons who have not registered online will be able to register for the weekend of activities. Also, at the Anguilla Great House, we'll have the opportunities for vendors to market some of their goods. So we call that the marketplace. And each vendor will have a tent with a table and chairs to sell their products locally made. And in that evening, the delegates of ANSA will have their general meeting. The next day, Saturday, the 15th of July, we'll continue registration, and then we'll have an official opening ceremony at 9 a.m. The invited guests are the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Kitts Nevis, the Honorable Premier of Nevis, and the Honorable Premier of Anguilla as invited guests, and all confirmed. The keynote speaker for the opening ceremony is the Honorable Perrin Bradley, Deputy Governor of Anguilla. After the opening ceremony, we have a few lectures and workshops. One of the highlights of the workshop is a genealogy presentation of the genealogy of Anguillians, Kittitians, and Nevisians, how we intertwine with each other. Then they will break and the delegates can have lunch, and then we have tours throughout the island. In the evening, we are having a gala dinner dance at Aurora Ballroom, and the entertainment for that evening will be Boss and the Horsepower Band, well-known band throughout the region and also throughout the UK and the USA. On Sunday morning, we start off with an interdenominational service at the Maranatha Methodist Church in Blowing Point at 10 a.m. The marketplace will then move to Blue Ridge Convention Center. And after the church service, we have a lunch and award program from 12:30 to 2:30 at the Blue Ridge Convention Center. And then we will finish up all of activities with a fashion and cultural show at the Blue Ridge Convention Center in Anguilla. So those are the activities we have planned for the weekend of July 14th to 16th, 2023. So we're inviting all of our nationals from St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla to attend this beautiful weekend. Our theme is Unified by a Collective Effort for a Common Goal. Answer 2023.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. And still with you, Mr. Hodge, for those persons who are in St. Kitts and Nevis many of us will be heading over to Anguilla, of course, but for those folks who cannot make it, will the events be live streamed as well?
Yes, we have contracted with Lloyd's Live Facebook page to live stream, and we're working on a second vendor for live stream also. So there'll be two entities, but the first one confirmed is Lloyd's Live Facebook page.
Wonderful, wonderful. Nice. And does these events have a cost to it? What's the cost to enter these festivals?
All right. We have a package of activities. The registration package is $400 US, and that includes activities for the welcome reception and cocktail, the registration for the opening ceremony, the dinner dance, the luncheon and fashion show. Now, if persons want individual tickets, it is possible to purchase those tickets, and all of the activities are on our website, answer2023anguilla.com, and you can purchase individual tickets if you desire. We are trying to go paperless, so all of the registration will be done online. But unfortunately, we know some of our seniors might have some technical difficulties. We will have persons to register them online through a portal. Again, answer2023anguilla.com, and you will see the different, we have, again, a package of $400 for the events, and that includes, if you're staying at our listed hotels, we have hotels that we have connected with. The first one is the Aurora Anguilla Aurora Anguilla Resort and Golf Club, Four Seasons Resort and Residences, Anguilla Great House, La View Boutique in Backstreet, South Hill, Royal Palm, Bella Blue, and Turtle Nest. If delegates are staying at those hotels, we will provide free transportation from the properties, and we'll also pick them from the airport if they're coming in via the air, or from Blowing Point if they're coming in through the ferry service. So the $400 includes transportation from your entry point and back, and then to all activities.
Okay, nice.
Wonderful. And thank you. Mr. Hodge, you just made our job easy this morning. You just answered all the questions that we were about to ask. But let me
I'm happy to assist. And again, I know I'm not sure. I think I remember first, but you were asking a little background. So I'll give you my background. Again, I also was born in Anguilla. I left when I was a teenager to pursue education in the United States. I attended Queens College in the city of New York, and I did a bachelor in political science and economics and a master's in urban affairs. And then from there, I branched off into teaching and also into business. I was a manager at one of the local newspapers in Long Island called Newsday. And then after that, I went back to teaching again. And after retirement, I moved back to Anguilla. I'm sure I send a sort of snapshot of a bio to you. I'm sure you have that in terms of my experience in returning to Anguilla. I was involved with the church, with government in terms of the Public Service Commission, the parole board, juvenile court. And so I got myself involved, although I was retired.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. And as we wrap, gentlemen, can you share any final words of encouragement for persons to join ANSA 2023 events? Any words of encouragement?
Mr. Connor, we'll start with you first.
No, I didn't hear the question, please.
Yes, we're asking you, Mr. Connor, if you could share any words of encouragement to persons to join the ANSA 2023 events.
Well, I know there's a little problem that we encounter, and that is terms of not transportation, but airline flights and things of that nature. Because when we first started to put ANSA together, which was in 2020, that is the year that we were really going to put it on. We had engaged, Simo can attest to this, we had engaged, at that time, the hotel name that he just mentioned is Aurora. At that time, it was known as Cruisinaut. But since then, this billionaire bought it out, and now it's Aurora. We had engaged 50 rooms from Aurora.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so now with the airline fares since then has doubled.
Oh, wow.
People are asking, oh my goodness, is it that expensive to get to Anguilla? But we just share with them, we have no control over that.
Right. Yeah.
Control, we would let you come into Anguilla for free to see what it is that Anguilla has to offer.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to offer.
Yes.
But to get to Anguilla by any means necessary, I think it's up to the person now how bad, as we would say in the real estate business, is how bad you want it to be there. Some of the folks coming to our shows whom I've been in contact with, especially up in the UK, had never ever been to Anguilla.
Oh, nice.
And they say they're looking forward because it will be an experience for them. And if you guys who are we are in chit-chatting with right now had never been to Anguilla, I myself have to confess that the first time I ever been to St. Kitts and Nevis was one of my family reunion, and that was in 2014.
Oh, wow.
As close as we were.
Yeah.
Okay? And we would you could just jump on a boat and you head over to St. Kitts or Nevis.
Yeah,
and that's the
true.
first time I ever been visited St. Kitts and Nevis. And that's not going to be the last time either. But again, we are so close, but still yet so far away.
Yeah.
So I am encouraging anyone within the sound of my voice, however you can get to Anguilla, but I wouldn't advise you to swim because with some treacherous waters there and through those channels. But however you can get to see it fit to get to Anguilla for the 14th to the 16th, and if you wish to stay a little longer, the choice is yours. We welcome each and every one to our shores.
Mr. Hodge, any closing words from you? Mr. Hodge, can you hear me?
Yes, okay, yes, I can hear you.
Any final words to encourage folks to join the Answer 2023 event?
Yes, just again, visit our website. All information in regards to transportation, in regards to hotels, in regards to the activities are on our website, answer2023anguilla.com. And if you want to come down for a day or two or the entire weekend, we appreciate you. We will host. We will do the utmost to be the best host in the country.
Oh, that is so
Very
sweet.
sad.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for taking time out and speaking to us and educating us on these two associations. And we hope that all that you have planned will come into fruition, and that maybe you can come back and let us know how the event went once all has been completed.
Right. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be on your show.
Oh, pleasure having you. Thank you for taking time out to be on with us this morning.
Thank you.
And I know that what Carolyn told me, even though it's a holiday here in the U.S., it's also going to be a holiday in St. Kitts.
Yes, CARICOM
Tomorrow,
Day.
yes, it's CARICOM Day in St. Kitts.
Okay, happy holiday to you, but we can say happy 4th of July to us up here. So,
yes, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, indeed.
I don't know if you guys are aware, but Simo was coming out of Anguilla, and I'm coming from New York.
Yes, we are
yes,
aware.
we're aware.
We are
yes.
aware.
But,
okay, thanks.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice fun. And again, we appreciate whatever you can do in terms of helping us to get this to be talked about in terms of people coming to our shores, because we welcome each and every one with open arms.
Indeed. And St. Kitts Nevis, we're brothers and sisters when it comes to Anguilla. It was first St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla.
Yeah.
So we still have that bond.
I know Simo said some time ago that he has family in St. Kitts, but sadly, the only person that I have in St. Kitts is my wife's sister. And I was telling Carolyn the other day that her sister is, the surname is Christmas.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys, that's my wife's sister.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
But I think her son also is in the ministry, Methodist minister. So if you come across a Methodist minister with the last name Christmas.
Yes, we had him on the show already. Yes.
There you go. That's my wife.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes, I have a lot of relatives, again, because of our uniqueness in St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla, where we got started. I have cousins in St. Kitts, also in Nevis. Well, I'm not going to call any names, but if I forget some, you might get upset.
Alrighty, gentlemen.
Wonderful.
Thank you once again for coming and chatting with us, and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
You're
having me.
welcome. Thank you. GMS SKN Nation, stay tuned. So much more after this short break.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and support from Paris, Vermont. I will want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
We are 869 Halfback Riding. Shadrach Isaac, Darian Grant, Johnny NZ. The Barry French. Don't forget to tune in to Good Morning SKN at Studio 327.
To Good Morning SKN, and it's our segment where we actually, there she go, loosen up indeed. As we loosen up today, we will be talking about the importance of living life to the fullest. Corsi, are you living life to the fullest? No? Why not?
Because I don't find I take a lot of I don't put myself out on a limb. As much as I'm extroverted, I'm introverted. I promised to start taking pictures and I didn't take much pictures yet.
So you're an introvert?
No, I'm extroverted, introverted. I'm in the middle.
50-50. I'm neither. I'm neither too. I can
You're
be
such an extrovert.
I can be an extrovert and also an introvert.
Introvert?
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm
So you're in the middle
we're
too?
an Aquarian, you can turn me on and turn me off.
Okay.
Yes.
Turn you
What are your thoughts on the phrase "live your life to the fullest"?
I'm gonna ask you that because I find you do live your life to the fullest. Yes.
Just take a look at me. Listen, me, I live my life to the fullest. Me, Cortensia, I can pat myself and say, Andre, you boy, you live your life to the fullest.
Wow.
Yes. At the end of the day, my mom, my dad, and my 7 brothers and sisters, they love and support me. I could care zero what anyone has to say. I live my life.
Amen.
Yes, and the very few friends that I have love and support me the same. So
and you seem to have a nice circle. As I
do.
I met Ken yesterday, and
Ken
he
is
was
a ball.
bursting ray of light.
Good
Ken,
morning,
if you're
Ken.
watching us this morning, you see I called his name before, but it's just something about him I can't forget. I can just see the smile. He had a radiant smile yesterday when I met him at the stall. And Ken, that smile has been etched in my mind. I will never forget it. And the fact that Ken said I had him rolling when you remember that one time when I cried off my eyelash?
Yes, you remember that.
Yes, Ken remembered that. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
He's an average watcher of the show.
Yeah.
So good morning, Ken.
Good morning,
I'm
Ken.
sure he's watching. And shout out to those folks who are watching in the office as well. So
oh, nice.
he's tuning in. Thanks for the shout out, out, Ken.
Yeah.
We love and appreciate you.
Yeah.
Life goes faster
Yeah.
than you think when you live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, I have to start, guys. I don't live it to the fullest. My living life to the fullest is just doing the necessaries, napping, sleeping, my favorite thing to do, and then get up and get back to life. But I don't take the opportunities that I should take in terms of being more adventurous, etc., etc. So I think I have to get out there some more.
Yes,
As
live
I
a
said, yeah.
little.
Live a
A little. I mean,
within my means.
Within your means, of course. Don't you overdo it. This is the one that I like. It says most adolescents and young adults tend to think that they'll remain the same age forever. However, years will pass quickly and they will later realize they are not so young anymore.
Yeah, that part, I don't think we think that we're the same age, but let's talk funds. Okay, I intend to go to Dubai.
Yes.
So I'm going to save. So in the next several years, I'm not going to go anywhere because I'm saving for this big Dubai trip.
So you put your life on pause.
I basically put my life on pause while I save for this trip. But what happened if at the end of the 7 years, I'm not here or I come down with a serious illness?
Right.
I would not have taken a little boat trip to Anguilla. I would not have taken we have a boat that goes around to all the little islands.
Right.
I would not have taken that opportunity. I may not have gone to Nevis,
Yes.
So I just, I'm saving this money.
And I've known a few persons who do it.
Yeah, so we have to we can still save. But in the interim,
be practical.
have
Yes,
fun with
live a
yourself.
little.
Yeah, live a little. Don't.
Me, in particular, like I've worked so hard. And sometimes I just, especially on my day off, I just find myself just go to a bar, have a drink, and just catch back myself. Just treat yourself. Just go to a restaurant, eat something nice. Like, how often do we do these things?
Yes, as we don't pay ourselves first. We pay our bills just to be on time and to be up to date, and we just leave ourselves out of the equation.
Indeed.
Just spend the money, man.
Just
it's gonna
spend
come
the money.
back. Yeah, it's gonna come back. Not willy-nilly.
Just spend the money.
Spend the money. It's gonna come back.
So no formal limitations, not just spend the money.
That's why I said not willy-nilly. Oh gosh, I put in a little clause.
I didn't hear that part. I hear what I want to hear. But I mean,
realize.
Looking back, I can't believe I left high school 17 years ago.
Look at you.
Yes.
With your young self that will soon fall off of the calendar.
I'm off the well, soon.
Ooh, y'all see, he admit he's off the calendar. I love that.
Soon. Listen, we're both off the calendar, so.
Not me. I'm always on.
You're always on?
Always on.
Just now you're going to come off. So you need to live your life to the fullest because it is short.
Yep.
And you never know what tomorrow has in store for you.
We never know
so
what
you
the
can
next
save.
Always have in store.
There you go. Save for that Dubai trip. Save all you want. But you might end up spend that money saving up for Dubai something else. Nobody say you must spend off all that money now and do the unnecessary, but at least treat yourself. Live life a little.
Okay. Well, as I said, as we wrap up, every second wasted is a moment of life wasted. Don't let other people thinking control your life. And Andre touched on that at the beginning. So we're going to end on that note.
We can surely end on that. Please.
So do you.
Enjoy life, folks. You have one life to live. Live it. Be yourself. Be you.
Be you. And stay tuned. Up next, we have Darian Fleming.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Shout out to all the beautiful people in St. Kitts, the good up girl them, the pretty girl them, the big body girl them, the skinny girl them, the educated girl them, the dunce bat them, the one that will eat me but still love me and still have to tune in. Big up all the followers and all the fans of the SKN show. Love yourself, big up yourself, talk good about yourself, and let the haters heat it up.
Greetings everyone, my name is Winnie-El Pereira. I am the founder of Pure Niceness by Winnie-El, which is an all-natural, luxurious self-care line of skin and hair care. Tune in to Good Morning SKN on Studio 327. Imagine the impossible.
An exotic experience.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. In this interview, we will delve into the captivating world of architecture, where innovation meets aesthetics and dreams transform into tangible structures. Architect serves as the masterminds behind the symphony of spaces we inhabit, shaping our experiences and enhancing our lives. They are the silent storytellers, weaving narratives of culture, history, and functionality into the fabric of our cities. Without further ado, let us open the door to this captivating dialogue by welcoming Darion Fleming, owner of DJCF Architecture, to Good Morning SKN. Darion, good morning.
Morning, welcome.
Happy you could join us this morning, sir. So can you share with us your journey into architecture and inspiration for pursuing this profession?
All right. Well, I obviously hail from the little beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah.
The short version, I got introduced to architecture in second form at the Bastille Junior High School, now known as the Washington Archibald High School.
Okay.
At my first technical drawing lesson. After I did that first technical drawing lesson with Mr. Green, Judah Green, I think his full name is, I made the decision right then and there. This is the career path that I'm going to do. And my life from there was focused on the required subjects to realize the dream. Took me from Bassett Junior High School to Bassett Senior High School, Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College of Further Education, so I'm a graduate of that school, and then on to Howard University in Washington, D.C., where I spent 5 years to complete my Bachelor's of Architecture degree.
Architecture, wow.
Yeah.
You said you knew at sixth form. How important is it to know what is it you want and to stick, or to, how should I say it, culminate the correct curriculum or the right subjects to pursue your goal?
It was second form, not sixth form. But yeah, second form. But thankfully, I had very supportive parents. My mother especially kind of helped me to find out exactly what subjects I would have needed to cover, which would have included physics, math, art, technical drawing. Thankfully, we have all of the subject areas available at CSEC level, well, CXC then. And really and truly, with those skill sets that I gathered from high school and then going on to CFB, it would have really prepared me to tackle the challenges of university very well. As a matter of fact, the CFBC program is pretty good, and it's actually been the gateway for persons from other islands as well who have come to study the architecture program there. And it would carry me right through to university and to know.
I like that.
Good. So can you share with us or give us a description of your architecture style or approach?
Okay. Well, that's a deep question. I wouldn't have the time to go into the all of the sort of elements of it. However, what I can say is that I try to have the same type of architectural language. So most of my buildings would sort of look the same, but then there's a certain individuality that it would come with from client to client. I would often tell clients I don't copy houses, I don't copy designs, because every environment is different. If I take a design from a lot that looks really nice, say in Shadwell, and I carried it over to Boyd's, the views, the direction the wind comes from, where the sun hits or is exposed to the land is completely different. The slope requirements might be different, and so as the gentleman, I didn't get your name, Andre beautifully presented it as to what architecture is. He called it creating a symphony of spaces. That's really the gist of what we do. No symphonies are alike.
No, indeed. No two songs are alike. Let's talk about the inevitable competition, not other architects, but the fact that AI and technology is becoming more and more. Are you concerned about your career, or will they always need the manpower at the helm?
Well, the complexities of architecture vary from project to project. I can see a benefit to having AI even take control in certain measures where smaller scale projects are concerned, where you might need to have a sort of repetition. Right? I know that right now they have a form of 3D printing that they use to build houses. They have that technology that exists right now. You can buy a 3D printer to print out anything, a cup, organs, equipment, and they do that right now. But when it comes to larger scale projects, mega projects, skyscrapers, really large residential buildings, and I think that where AI fits in would be to partner and help to bolster the creative juices that various architects would have. It's something that I've looked into as well to sort of boost the productivity coming from my office. So I see it being something that's advantageous for persons to use rather than something that should be sort of frowned upon or discarded.
Good stuff.
And Darian, you just spoke about your office. You're the owner of DJCF Architecture. There are other architects out there, but what is it? What sets your architecture firms above the rest that's out there?
To be honest, I take longer than most people.
Take longer.
Sometimes I overcommit myself. I have a genuine desire to want to help people, and I think that in itself would sort of It sort of determines sort of how long I take to do things.
Nice.
But I'm also very methodical and careful in what I present. I don't believe that somebody should have something for the sake of having it, especially because it's a really large investment that some persons will make. In some cases, it's the largest investment that some persons would make. And so my meetings, for example, are very hands-on, very involved. I get to know my clients. We get to know the land, they get to know the design. I sort of walk them through the spaces, make sure they're clear on the understanding of what 12 feet by 12 feet means in terms of a room, what 14 feet by 12 feet feels like, what their living space might feel like, and I don't think some people do it as well.
Yes.
But I don't think that all persons sort of take it on as their baby. For some persons, it's a means to an end, and that's totally understandable.
True.
In instances like that, it's just about, clicking out some quick work and satisfying a need. And some clients require that.
Yes.
But for me, I think persons come to me because of the experience of taking long.
Yeah, your
but
thoroughness.
But ultimately, being very pleased with the product that they receive.
I like that. You said being pleased with the product. So I want to know, what are some of your favorite, or you feel your most accomplished buildings that you have out there, Darian? Yes.
I'm not going to show favoritism. But I will say that I'll put it like this. In some instances, persons allow their architect to work with them from start to finish. In other instances, all persons are looking for a plan, and then they take the helm and do it from there.
Okay.
But I'm sure that most of my clients and clients who've worked with architects that sort of guide them and hold their hand from start to finish are ultimately more pleased with the result than if they sort of took on the burden of trying to pick every finish, every lighting fixture, every faucet, or the countertop, the tile. I mean, there's so many things that are factored in. But when you have the creative eye sort of working with you from start to finish at a cost,
be specific.
It most times always works out to be the most beautiful work of art.
Wow, nice. I like that. Humble and fair.
Of course. I agree with him.
I love that, Darian.
I must add, Darian, how important it is to be environmentally conscious when planning architectural design. Because sometimes you see persons come on board like investors and they want to construct a hotel, but then the residents, it's going to damage the environment. Do you take these things into consideration?
Absolutely. That would be... The built environment is the space that I work within.
Okay.
It's literally called the built environment.
Okay.
So to disregard it or not take it as the most prominent thing that informs what I create and other architects create would be to not be an architect, really. Right? We're trained to pay attention to, like I mentioned, what the sun does, what the wind does, where the views are. In some instances, depending on where the lot is, you'd have to consider what somebody else might build in the future. And even that can inform how the design unfolds, because you don't want your view to get blocked. You don't want your wind to get blocked. The person might build a house a certain height. You don't want them to be able to look into your property. And so all of these things sort of inform what or how these things ultimately are done.
Wow. All I'm seeing is beautiful structures. Let's talk about the overview of your firm before we continue. Its mission, its vision, and well, we know you've been speaking about the unique approach to design. So let's talk about the mission and the vision. Are they being realized and accomplished thus far?
I would say for the most part, yes. I'd be ashamed to say as well that I don't remember what my mission statement or vision statement at the time.
It's a good one, folks.
I know I have something on my Facebook page. To be honest, I feel like it's sort of changed.
Okay.
In that when I left university and came back home, all I was focused on is I just want to create buildings. I just want to make sexy designs and make because I feel like I often say this to people as well. What I do for a living is what God put me on earth to do.
Yes.
There's nothing else that I'm born or built to do. Right? So it's changed in the sense that I have a family now, and so the focus can't just be to create sexy buildings. It has to be to create sexy buildings and get paid handsomely for it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
For the family, yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
So it's changed somewhat, and it sort of has to change given what happens in the landscape of architecture and the built environment as well. As you mentioned, changes with AI.
Yes.
So I think the most productive and firms that are a step ahead of the game are the firms that are able to adapt to whatever type of challenges or shifts in the way that things are done comes.
Okay.
And Darian, I'm happy you're the one who mentioned when it comes down to financial, being an architect. But I must ask you, what are the highs and lows of being an architect?
And an entrepreneur, as a matter of
Yes,
fact.
it comes in ebbs and flows as far as work is concerned. COVID was very tough.
Boy.
Persons had to take steps back from what types of moves they were looking to make. So I think that was a good metric for sort of determining, well, how do we handle really, really low periods? Because nobody was going out, no construction was happening, and that sort of thing. But as with nature, there's resiliency. As in with business, there's resiliency,
right.
And it's really based on someone's willpower and determination to push their baby forward or out, however you want to describe it.
Yes.
Right? So there have been highs and there have been lows. I've been a 2 to 3 person firm, and I'm down to just a 1 person firm for the time being right now.
Oh, okay.
Just as I try to navigate the architectural space and business practice as well.
Well, I think you'll be up and pushing again soon. But for persons who would have listened to you this morning and they want to contact you, how do we get in contact with you?
Okay. I can
That's your camera right there.
Hi, camera. My name again is Darian Fleming, Principal Architect of DJCF Architecture. I can be reached at 668-8672. I have an Instagram page, DJCF Architecture, as well as a Facebook page called DJCF Architecture. Come and see us.
Yes, indeed. And folks, that was Mr. Darian Fleming, as he said, entrepreneur at DCJF Architecture.
Check him out, folks.
Please
you
do.
Won't be disappointed.
You won't be. You
see those designs?
Lots of them.
That's
I have
nice.
my favorite, but
Yes,
the architect, I won't say.
I agree. Keep it.
All right.
Well, Courtney, it's that time.
Yeah, and Darian, you have to close the show out with us. I
Yes,
hope you've
I
been
hope
watching.
he has been watching.
So you have the last part of the song to do with us, okay?
Just play along. So long.
Farewell
to you, my friend.
Goodbye.
For now.
Until we meet again.
He got it. Tune in daily, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Tune in where you'll find a little bit of everything for everyone. Get your friends and family to watch. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio 327 Inc. and Instagram at Good Morning SK. And remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Also, check out our website at studio327inc.com to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
And thank you to all of our guests for taking time out and joining us this morning here at Good Morning SKN and at Studio 327. So leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show, and see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Happy CARICOM Day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a holiday. Yes, we'll see you on Wednesday.
For Hump Day.
Yeah, on Hump Day at 8 a.m. when you wake up bright and early. Grab your coffee, turn on your devices, and start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SK. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. And see you on Wednesday. Happy CARICOM Day. Be safe tomorrow. Bye.